Good morning, good morning. Marmalade on the trail and soon to be on the PCT/GMT. I'll explain why I'm not on it yet, but what's going on, everybody? Day one. So excited to be out here. Hopefully the pictures will be okay. It's a little hazy. As you know, the wind can change and then hopefully the smoke will blow out of here, but beautiful day. It's in the low 70s. It's gonna be the high almost every single day. So this morning I got from my campsite about 6 and made some breakfast, cleaned up campsite, had some coffee at Starbucks. Just kind of took my time and relaxed. Got to the parking lot about 7:30. I'll show you kind of the parking lot area right now. And then just slowly put my backpack together, all my gear, I have a checklist to make sure I don't forget something. The parking's, it's a very active area. It's kind of cool. Like I'm just passing McCloud Lake right here. You can see this behind me here, but that I just showed you. But it's probably a mile from the parking lots. A lot of people coming up here. I saw a family bringing up like a floating surfboard, and they have like 4 kids, and they're gonna have, and there's sand here, so it's like a beach. So they're gonna have just a hangout on Sunday. So that's very active, cool place. A lot of runners, hikers, backpackers, mountain bikers, just a lot of different kind of people. So it's great to see such an active area. Anyway, what am I doing? I'm going to do about between 10 and 12 miles today. What I'm on now is like kind of the approach trail to the PCT and JMT. When I get on the PCT/JMT, I'll be at about 8,900. Right now I just did about a 400-foot climb, so I'm at about 93 or 9,400. I'm assuming I'll cruise down eventually. Like I said, it's about 3.6 miles to the junction, and I'll see. And I only have the 1 liter on my chest. You have to have a bear canister. As you can see, that thing alone is like 2.6 pounds or something, so it's essentially a little heavier than a liter of water. So there's a lot of water on this trail, at least on gut hook. So I'm gonna try carrying a lot less water to do myself a favor. This whole trip I'll be between 8,900 feet elevation and 10,800, 10,900, somewhere around there. So basically a 2,000 or 2,100 elevation foot window for the whole time. And today I'm just gonna go to Duck Lake, but I'm gonna go to the junction, then go a little further to the first water and take a break. I brought lots of snacks, as I showed you before, so since I'm not having to do 25 miles a day, I'm gonna eat my snacks and enjoy the stroll. I started at 9:10, and you know, I only have 10 to 12 miles to do, so I'm good. I'm gonna enjoy this. So one other thing I want to tell you. Sorry this intro is long. My first day of any kind of trip usually is long because I'm explaining things. It'll be shorter the next bunch of days, but I have permits for 5 days and 4 nights. Man, a little out of breath. I'm not even going uphill, but I'm about 9,300. So yeah, I'm a little bit up. But anyway, I've kind of changed my mind on that. The plan is going 10 miles to 12 miles out, continuing Sobo another 10 miles or so, camping, then coming back 10 miles, but camping in a different spot, so I'm not at the exact same spot, unless it's amazing, and then come back another 10 or so and camp right at the junction that I'll be hitting soon, only 3.6 miles from the car. So my permit's Sunday through Thursday, but it's kind of silly. I have enough food and stuff, but why camp 3 miles from the car? I get in the car, go down, get some food, maybe find a place. I have a long drive home, so maybe find the same campground to camp, but then get up in the morning and go. So that's my plan. I'm changing it from 5 days and 4 nights to 4 days and 3 nights. So with that, I went through my food again and repacked it. And so I have 4 days of snacks and 3 dinners, 3 breakfasts, 3 coffee, all that. So that saved me some space and some weight. So that's good. But besides that, I'm excited. I honestly don't even know what to expect, you know. You guys know I've done almost 1,200 miles on the PCT, but I have not done the CR section yet. I've only done little bits and pieces. A little north of here, I've done Agnew Meadows up to Thousand Isle Lake and did that big 25-mile loop that goes Thousand Isle Lake and Garnet and Ediza and Shadow Lake and back to my car. So I haven't done too much Sierra. As much as hiking as I've done, you know, it's still on my list to get done for the PCT, and I want to do the JMT anyway. So that's about it. Let's see what we got. It's a kind of a dry pine forest area here, so let's see what we have today. Anyway, thanks for coming along and see what we can find. Hey guys, checking in. It's about 11:50. Had a nice long break at that first water source there, and cameled up. I'm only carrying the 1 liter on my chest here. It's just actually under 1 liter, but there's multiple water sources. Although I have a different change now. I just talked to a young couple and their daughter. The daughter's probably 8 or 10, and they're going from originally from Tuolumne Meadows south all the way to Whitney. And they've gone about a third of the way, and they're turning around and going back. And I was kind of like, well, why? And it was kind of obvious, but I didn't know why they were turning around, but it's the air quality. It's bad. I don't know if you can tell, but one of the negatives, especially vlogging, is there's no views. I can see the outline of mountains here and there, but I can't see them. And funny thing is, this morning when I was in Mammoth Lakes at the campground, I was looking at my phone, my weather. I can't see up here. I can only see down in Mammoth Lake. See, I'm laboring to breathe and I'm going flat. But anyway, it showed the high of 73 every day and the low of around the high 30s or low 40s. And I'm going to be higher elevation, so it's probably going to be colder. So I'm prepared for the cold, but it said, and I've never seen this on iPhone weather, but it said something like air quality highly undesirable. And it is. And I told you, I mean, you know, I'm in decent hiking shape right now. And of course I don't live in this high elevation. I'm probably at 9,500 feet right now, but I acclimated for the last couple of days. But I was wondering why I was laboring much more than normal. So not to ramble, just telling you what I thought that couple. Oh, I'm feeling raindrops right now. So yeah, there's supposed to be thunderstorms today, which maybe knock down the smoke, but I've got to seriously think about maybe just going to Duck Lake, turn around, come back tomorrow. I do not want to, but it's not really healthy. I can't see anything except for right in front of me, and it's making me want to hike, really labor. So see what happens. They said there's a thunderstorm almost every afternoon. It's not even noon yet. So switch arms, my arm's getting tired. So anyway, just kind of letting you know what's going on. I could tell that rain was coming in. I could just feel it, and you could see it. You could tell the air changes. So we'll see what happens. But it's very likely that, depending how the air is and how it looks out and how it feels, that I get up in the morning and come back. So I don't want to do that. But maybe I can find some other adventure to do for a day or two. I don't know. But for now, just gonna play it by ear. They also gave me some good news. They're going back northbound. There's no water the last 5 miles of Duck Lake, so I want to make sure that I camel up and get some to go the 5 miles to camp. So we'll see what happens with this rain too. I'll let you see it if it starts to pour, but right now it's just barely sprinkling. All right, check in later. After I did my last update. Yeah, there's actually, you have to talk to 3 more people that are maybe getting out early because the air quality just makes the climb much harder. So I don't know, I'm really torn. I could very well be leaving tomorrow, so we'll see. I'm actually thinking about camping in a mile or two. There's a good campsite before I have to go up and over and down a big steep climb to Duck Lake. So I'm thinking about alternate so that it's the last water source for 5 miles, like I said. So thinking about camping there, calling it early day, and then if I don't stop and go back, just keep going tomorrow, and just, you know, I have gut hooks and I have maps, so I can figure out where my next stop is. So see how it'd only make like a, I don't even know, 8 mile day or something, but oh well, see what happens. All right, guys, I thought I'd do a little closing here before it gets too late. I still have to make dinner. So yeah, I mean, it was a really quick day. I only did like 7 miles. and I was gonna do about 12, which is I'm at the last water source before the dry stretch of 5 miles to Duck Lakes, and it's a pretty well, it's a dry stretch, but also thunder and lightning started to happening. I tried to capture some of that in the video, but it was hard. But it's been going on for 4 or 5 hours. It's sprinkled. It hasn't rained hard, but light to medium for 4 or 5 hours. I ended up taking a nap, and it was hot early, and it got cold pretty quick. And so now I'm in my my quilt. But yeah, it's about 5:30. I'm gonna have some dinner, a little dessert, things like that. I need to get all my food in my bear canister and go put it somewhere until the morning, and then I'm gonna decide. But I will say, the skies are just it's a weird sky. It's thunder and lightning because of the heat and humidity, things like that. But it's also full of smoke, and so it's kind of a weird sky. It's both. So it's not looking too good for tomorrow. I'll decide in the morning. But I'm just thinking if I really don't. I've planned a lot and spent a lot of money to get here, but I was walking, as you saw earlier in the video, I was walking on flat ground and really struggling. So because of the quality of the air or lack thereof. So if I do go back tomorrow, which I'm leaning towards, but I'm gonna be open and just see what happens in the morning. But then I'll go back and try to get a campsite, and I actually will probably use all trails and find some hikes to do and take you guys on. I know of one I could go back to Agnew Meadows down kind of by Red's Meadow and all that. I could do that, but maybe I'll try to find something new and spend the next couple days in town and kind of get the best of both worlds. I get to camp, I get to hike, I get to get some maybe regular to decent food. So we'll play it by ear, but either way, we're gonna have some videos and kind of show you around whether it's still back on trail for 4 days or not. So anyway, until the morning, see you later. Bye.